I'm Christina Guerrero.
And I'm Jimmy Rhodes. And KG, just because the weather's getting warmer doesn't mean that romance is cooling off.
No, in fact, couples are leaning into the heat to create some trends to make their marriages magical.
Hot wedding trends for summer 23 are our featured story on today's Top of the List.
Summer wedding season is coming in hot.
What are the traditional downfalls of a summer wedding?
Summertime is hot. You know, your guests are sweating, they've got sweat stains, your bridesmaids, their makeup's melting.
That's half of it doesn't breathe.
But with the help of Tammy Stenslin, co-owner and wedding coordinator for Cabins at Creekside, we're learning how to have fun in the sun and lean into new trends. Her first tip:
you just got to get out of the heat, seek higher elevation, look for cooler destinations, you know, out in the woods, out in the forest, anywhere outside of those cities where you can feel the wind blowing through the trees.
Talk about elevation. What does elevation do for temperature?
Well, for example, you're at 6,000 foot elevation, you're about 30 degrees cooler than it is in the valley. It's 100 degrees down in Phoenix. Here we're wearing our jackets and we're comfortable and cool.
Can you find elevation like this in a lot of different parts of the country?
All over the country. All you need is about 4,000 or 5,000 foot elevation and you're 20 degrees cooler.
And when you're outside of all that hustle and bustle, Mother Nature makes the perfect backdrop.
Out here, nature is the backdrop. You don't have to worry about it. You know, you've got the trees, you've got the mountains. Nature is doing the work for you. So you don't have to buy the streamers or the balloons or worry about a ton of flowers. You're just out here in nature and it's doing the job for you.
That sounds like it's saving you both time and stress.
Stress, money, all the things, yes.
All of it. You can just let it go.
And that's not the only way to take the stress out of weddings. You can also make your own traditions instead of worrying about pleasing everyone else.
So because going out to nature and getting this kind of nature destination is new, you can make a whole new set of traditions, right?
Absolutely. We've seen brides do all kinds of things. Private first dances, dancing under the stars. We have a lot of brides who've been using our ponderosa pine wall. And so that's ponderosa pine trees that have fallen in the area. It took about 3 days to make, and it's a hit. It's been a big hit.
If it's not on the gram, it never happened.
And Tammy's final tip: make your wedding an experience.
It's like, it's not just about the moment somebody's saying I do, but you could build a whole weekend or theme around it.
That's what this place provides. You're in the woods, there's hiking, there's trails, there's all kinds of things for your guests to do around your wedding.
And if it were a horror movie, you'd disable all their vehicles while they're here and unleash an axe murderer into the crowd.
I mean, whatever you're into.
Well, fine, maybe not. But essentially, you want to make it more than your typical celebration.
Not just your one-day wedding where, you know, you go, you watch a ceremony, you drink, you dance, and you're done. This is a weekend getaway where your guests can be a part of it, part of nature. They're gonna remember it for a lifetime.
Wedding trends are ringing at the top of the list.